Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Earth Church episode 13. This is Sari Dobron of Bodywise Mount Shasta from Mount Shasta. We are in a really awesome snowstorm. This is my kind of typical weekday run site, and we're laying fresh tracks. Nobody's out here. It's really wonderful. I'm going to sneak into my new friend, like a nice warm coat. So it's kind of windy. We got some sideways snow happening. And I want to be sure you can hear me. So how is everybody? It's been another incredible week, yeah? And boy, what I want to share with you guys, part of my journey, as if you're listening for the first time, I've been on a path of healing my endocrine system from failure to optimum health, among other things. And I had a great success with my 90-day challenge. With that, I am out of the clear, or in the clear, no longer in endocrine failure. My whole endocrine system is functioning really, really well. This last week, I went to see an endocrinologist because they had never met somebody who has had a full recovery. And so that was a lot I had to really work about not proving anything, but I had a lot of evidence. And it was a really interesting exchange. They ended up ultrasounding my thyroid. And way back in 2010, I had a test done for Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So there's two main reasons that a thyroid would become ill. An autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, or the Epstein-Barr virus. So the Epstein-Barr virus is what I have made life changes to starve out, basically, keep it suppressed so it doesn't wreak havoc on my endocrine system, and that made a huge difference. And that was a big win, and I was very excited about this day. Like, I made it a destination point. I was planning a party. Not really, but like, that was my triumph point. That was my peak. And when they ultrasounded my thyroid, I saw it for myself. The right side of my thyroid node here is about a quarter of the size it should be. And on this side, maybe 2/3. And it's all chewed up. And the endocrinologist said, this is a confirmation that you have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And doesn't matter that I tested negative. That just measures antibodies. Perhaps by that point, I didn't have antibodies that would show up on a test anymore. But I have irrefutable proof right now that I have a not a perfect thyroid, and I got really attached to returning it to perfect health. That being said, the doctor said I never met someone with this condition in such peak physical health. I reached my fighting weight, so I weighed in at 144, BMI at 24. Super athletic, all good. And the thyroid itself is functioning in a way that it really shouldn't, given its condition. So, but when I came out of that office, I had a moment of, just let the feelings arise. A voice in my head started to tell me that I was a failure, that I'd failed at that. I was disappointed. I felt kind of like a child for a second, like, no, I didn't. I wanted that to be perfect. And then the warrior in me came out and said, it's okay, Dobron, a setback, so come back, And I was like, no, it's not about fighting. This is not about fighting. The thyroid's about balance. I've learned balance along the way. That's what's brought it health. And so I shared this with my own coach and spotter. And I said, well, I won 3 out of 4. So like my pancreas, my adrenals, my ovaries are functioning beautifully, especially after what I've been through. And the thyroid is functioning pretty fucking well, considering. But it's a poor prognosis, but we'll see. As far as that, it will continue to shrink or be affected by this autoimmune disorder. So my coach and friend and spotter and the person in my kitchen cabinet, he said, first thing he said is, well, how do you feel? And I said, I feel like a Ferrari. Physically, I feel like a damn Ferrari. And spiritually, I am so in touch. Emotionally, where I used to be a ball of overwhelm. My emotions are like visitors that come through from time to time, and we have tea, and I learn from them. They learn from me. Yeah, it's the other one. Yeah, physically great, emotionally, spiritually, all of these things are really in line. And he said, well, then keep going, And so thank you for letting me share this story with you. What it brought up for me was really examining the path. And as a coach, what I really am proficient at is helping people figure out what they're committed to, what their goal is, how to chart their course, and how to implement habits that are going to get you there. And I read something the other day that said success is just a sum of habits that were acted on. And that's so true. So for my journey, my commitment is to living in a world where everyone is in their optimal health and living in their hearts and able to really fulfill their purpose. So I'm still on track with that. And then, so we don't want to make our commitment something like, I'm committed to testing perfectly with my endocrine system after 90 days, or I'm committed to losing 10 pounds. Now, I did lose 45 pounds in my entire journey. And I had a lot of triumphs, and I'm glad for that. But that wasn't my ultimate commitment. So as things come and go on the path, I want my body to reflect my habits, and it is doing that. And when things change or things come in, my adjust course or my adjust attitude to stay on course is easier because my goal is big. It's bigger. It's bigger than me. That's what I'm hanging my star on. So, yeah. And then there's an Italian saying that I've always kept with me a lot. I have it kind of in calligraphy on a wall in my house. And this week I saw it so differently. In Italian, it says, non esiste una strada verso la felicità. La felicità è la strada. And what that means is that there is not a path to happiness. There is no road paved to happiness. Happiness is the road. And really feeling that this week. That was, that just screamed at me like, hey, it doesn't matter. What matters is the road, and the road you're on is really good and happy and positive, and I love my life. I love my life. I love how I feel. I love the people I get to help. If you're new to this channel, go back to the first episode. You'll see me on day 26 of my challenge. You'll see a difference in the light in my eyes, in my skin, and I'm sharing with you, I'm in a part of the cleansing process where I feel awful. But what I shared there, I want to share again, is that I am so grateful for everyone that I'm working with because you are part of my commitment. You are part of my path, and living into your journey as your guide and your mentor and your coach is what keeps me living into mine. That's what has me at a park in a snowstorm at 7:30 in the morning, even though, yeah, I could sleep in, I didn't sleep well because there's, snow movement equipment all night long, and that wakes you up and stuff. But gosh, it's such a blessing to have this snow all to myself, this park all to myself, and to connect with you. So I just want to share too that I have people signed up for the 90-day Fate Changer Challenge. I have room for one more person, and so you can. I'll drop some information here. Send me an email, find me on Facebook, message me, let me know if you're interested in some information. I can send that to you. And if you're not ready for the 90-day Fate Changer Challenge, come see me and let's get you ready. Okay? It's not about that. It's about starting today. Every day starts the night before. So the best time to start is actually yesterday for results today. And you can start today for your tomorrow. You deserve it. It's time, and I am ready for you. So I just want to thank all of you subscribers, listeners. If you're new to this, please like, share, subscribe, spread the word. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I love you all. I'll see you on the playground. Bye.